I'm going to share a little hack with you that's going to help you boost sales, and you might laugh at it when I share it, and it's so painfully obvious, but I see time and time again, people are not taking advantage of it. Now, I'm trying to do themes with these days so I don't like ramble on and talk about the same thing day after day. So Thursday is themed tools. So one of the tools that I use, and it might be the best $29 a month that I spend each month, it's called Senja. It's kind of spelt weird, so I'll leave a link right down below if you want to grab it. And it's free up to 15 testimonials, but it helps you gather testimonials, and it keeps them all in one spot. And I think that's the real benefit of it, having it like a library of testimonials. And you can, if you got testimonials on like Facebook and other areas and Shopify and a billion other websites, you can import it to Senja, which is really, really nice. And that is a tool, like I said, it's probably the best $29 a month I spend. And it is free up to 15 testimonials. So get signed up, start collecting testimonials, because you can use it up to 15 testimonials for free. And that's how I got started. I started using the free version, and then I went to 16 testimonials and I paid the $29 a month. But I find so many people are not leveraging social proof. Now, I don't know the stats off the top of my head, but I know social proof is, it's a cheat code for online sales. You click on any of the links down there and go to my website, you are going to see that Senja with the stars and the number of reviews. Right now, as of recording this, I have 300 exactly. I have 300 reviews, and I'll see the stars in the people's faces. That is at the top of every single page on my website. I want that to be the first thing you see when you click on a link anywhere on my social media, anywhere on YouTube. You go to my website, you're going to see those 5 stars and 300 reviews. That is instant social proof, instant trust right then and there. They're all legitimate. They submit them. I don't submit them. I don't make them up or anything. They are all customer submitted, but it makes it so powerful and so easy. So here's my system on how I collect testimonials. So when somebody buys something from me, I have a customer follow-up sequence. It's shocking how few creators do this. I would say 1 in 10, and it might be lower than that they follow up with somebody who just bought the damn thing. I mean, it is shocking. This person just gave you money. Most times you'll buy something, you'll get the email with the delivery of said product or access to the members area, whatever it is, and you won't hear from them again. It is so wild. So I like to have typically a 5 to 7 part email sequence. First of all, thanking them, letting them know that I appreciate it. Usually I send email number 2, and I link to the product, because most of the stuff I sell are PDFs, so it's just a link. And so email number 2 is I send a link again to them on the second day, and I just say, hey, I know how life can get. I just wanted to send this email again and make sure you got XYZ product. You'd be surprised how many people thank me for that second email. That's all it says. It's like 2 sentences, and people thank me for that. Because some people didn't get the email from the day before, or they forgot about it, or they bought it and they were busy doing something and life happened or whatnot. So I just like to send them a simple little reminder. And then what I do in the follow-up sequence, and I'm not going to go too deep into my follow-up sequence, I just kind of encourage them. And I root them on, and I cheer them on, and I let them know, remind them, I'm reselling them. That's basically what I'm doing, is reselling. And I know that sounds weird, because you're like, Adam, they just bought something from you. But most of the shit I sell is under $100. And unfortunately, most people completely forget about purchases under $100. So I use that as an opportunity. I see that as an opportunity to remind them, to resell them. And I will take pieces of my PDF, literally I copy and paste it, and I add it into the emails. And I'll say, flip to page 17 if you want to dive deeper on this topic. Flip to page 3, flip to page 28, whatever it is. I'm trying to resell them and get them to consume what they just bought. So I do that over emails, typically 2 through 5. And then typically on email 6, I ask for a testimonial, and I link them to my Senja account. And then I offer them a bonus, and I say, just give me an honest review. It doesn't have to be 5 stars, just give me an honest review. And if you do, I will send you a free gift. And I send them 5 viral templates that they can use on social media. That's it. And I'll usually send an email sometime day 6 and 7. And then I'll send another testimonial email like 2 to 3 days later. I usually send 2 emails out asking for testimonials in my follow-up sequence. Because again, I know how life gets. So I ask them twice. So that is how it's automated. And what's nice is I sign into Senja. I try to sign in once a week, and it'll show all my testimonials that aren't approved. And I can read through them all, and I can approve them. And then I can tag them depending on what product that they bought. And all it takes is me to click the approve button, and they're automatically added to my sales page. The testimonials automatically added to my sales page. You know, you set it up like that when you set up Senja. You just set it up once, you put a little piece of code on your website. It's really simple to do. And once that code is on your website, all I got to do is log into Senja, click approve, and the testimonials with the person's face and whatever they said is automatically added to the sales page. Like, it couldn't be easier. You know, so having Senja, I'm telling you, it's a cheat code. And like I said, it's free up to 15 testimonials, and then it's only $29. I don't know how many thousands and thousands of dollars that little tool has made me, but it's a lot. So that's the video for today. That's the tool I cannot recommend enough. Get it, use it, post it on your site. It's super simple to set up. Like, once you get it set up, the setup is really easy too. And then you just log in like once a week. You go through the testimonials, and you can highlight areas if you want to, like, yellow it so it sticks out. You know, they say, oh my gosh, Adam is such a handsome man, you know. Oh, I'm going to highlight that in yellow. Or you can bold parts of it, you know, stuff like that. And then just hit approve and tag it to the appropriate thing. So if somebody leaves a testimonial for Threads Unleashed, I approve it, I tag it to Threads Unleashed, and boom, it's added to my Threads Unleashed sales page. If somebody leaves a testimonial for the Digital Product Challenge, I approve it, boom, it's automatically added to my Digital Product Challenge sales page. It literally takes seconds to do. So that is a great, fantastic tool. You can't beat free. And once you have 15 testimonials, you should be earning some money by then, you know, and then it's worth it for $29. And let me wrap it up really quick with this, because I know a lot of people, I get people in my DMs, I get clients even. They're like, Adam, I don't have any testimonials. And I was like, yes, you do. Like, any nice comments, compliments, DMs, emails that you get, those are testimonials. And what's cool with Senja is you can take a screenshot and you can upload the screenshot to Senja, and it will add it to it. Or you can copy and paste or manually type it in if you want. Now, again, I do not recommend bullshitting and making up testimonials. That is not what I'm saying. If it's a legitimate testimonial, what I do is I screenshot it. If it's an email, if it's a DM, I don't do that often. But when I was first starting out, I absolutely did do that. And then I added them to Senja, you know, and then the Senja will, like, the machine will, like, automatically type it out, and then, or I think it shares the actual screenshot. You know, so you can use that as well. Now, again, that is going to count towards one of your reviews, but that's totally fine. But being more proactive with screenshotting, I talked about that. I created a video called a brag folder. Check it out up there. But be more intentional and more proactive with asking. And I could do a better job of this myself, to be completely honest. You know, I automate the process, but I should be, asking on social media. I should be asking in my email list, you know. But start getting testimonials. Like I said, I have 300 right now. But guess how many I started with? I started with 0. And then I got 1. And then I had 3. And then I got 7. You know, so it takes time, but man, am I glad that I did that. You know, in less than a year, I have 300 testimonials. So anyways, if you want to check out Senja, you can sign up for a free account right down below. If you have comments, questions, concerns about earning money selling PDFs, drop a comment down below and I'll do my absolute best to answer that. Also, I do these videos once a day, Monday through Friday, where I talk and ramble about a topic, a subject, an opinion, a thought, an idea, a win, a loss, a tool that I use, and I share it. I do all of this in one take, 0 edits, nothing like that. I call it real, raw, ramble style content. So hit that subscribe button. Also, if you want to see how I'm averaging about $540 a day, click this video right here. I did this a couple of weeks ago. It's been a hit. It's got hundreds, I think well over 100 comments on it, but people are really enjoying it. So check out that video when you get a chance. And again, if you have any comments, questions below, drop them down below. Thank you for watching. I appreciate it.